Radio Tingle, restoring everything in Christ with love and truth. Good morning. With Community News, I'm Kennedy Mbewe Jr. And kindly be informed that we are also streaming live on the Radio Chingalo Facebook page and our YouTube channel to all of you following us on social media platform. Here are the headlines. DMMU provide meal meal to Kitwe's Kandawe flood victims. Politicians are challenged to promote peace. FARS conduct a CAFC coaching course. The details. The Disaster Management and Mitigation Unit, DMMU, has provided meal meal as emergency relief to the over 250 Kitwe's Kandawe flood victims whose houses have collapsed due to the heavy rains being experienced in the country. Emergency relief will continue being provided until the affected families build better houses under a project dubbed Build Back Better, in which each household will receive 10 bags of cement and 12 roofing sheets. DMMU National Coordinator Chandakawe has since appealed to the local authority to stop giving land in near riverbanks to prevent problems of floods.
Our community here with what we are calling Build Back Better. So Build Back Better is we've identified over 250 houses that have collapsed, and these houses will be helped with building materials. So each household will be able to receive 10 bags of cement and 12 roofing sheets in order for them to build the houses better. We're also going to ensure that we provide food between now until the rain seasons are over. We'll continue to assess the situation. These issues of putting people in areas that are not well planned brings a lot of issues to government, a lot of trouble to government, and it gives us a lot of pressure day and night to ensure that our communities are safe.
And Jankana constituency member of parliament Alexander Chiteme said a better bridge will be constructed to stop the overflowing of water each time it rains heavily.
And I have called back the contractor who did this bridge, because I personally did this bridge, so I am going to redo the bridge to make sure that it has got the free outlets. But I'm not thinking that this is the only problem that there is on the bridge. I will endeavor again to contact Mopani, so that together with Mopani, we can begin to work from the source of where the water is coming from. I think that's where the huge problem is. When we sort out that, I think we'll have to have sorted out a lot of other problems. But my appeal again is to the people. I mean, this is in the stream bank. So you expect that when the stream breaks its boundaries, they're going to be flat. People should be told to leave at least considerable distance from where the water is flowing from.
And the flood victims who said they are vulnerable and are left with nothing have thanked government for coming to their aid.
Abakalanga cyane n'abaranga okusagamana kuri ifoto y'ababunziwe amamunga yalimo ngatekisuna ino gwaliawe kulinga n'obuteko ko kwashana kwato lusena kwato kulangulukira arangera njana atuchuna twalingirirwa nanye shiti yakulala ko byose nafikomba amabunga nayabomba amarasha
nashona ikomsana namishi sone chinachiwa masana pakwewa tsinga pera kunobwa kufirisha ubwa bange ngobumwecho chakutotera.
Kandabwe is located in a swampy area and is one of the unplanned settlements. Moving on, Center for Governance President Patrick Muntanga is pleased with the program by the Ministry of Youth and Child Development of resettling children living on the streets. Mr. Muntanga said the current program of taking street kids to Zambia National Service camps has helped in reducing the number in the targeted cities, and Mr. Muntanga is now appealing to citizens to stop giving arms to children living on the street.
There's an exit program for facilitating how these children can be resettled properly, and it is the multi-stakeholder participation, which gives a number of options for children, because it's a consultative process for children. Don't just direct to say we're going to empower you in this. But there's an issue of children that are still in the streets now, because by the way, that program was only targeting children above 15, starting from 15 up. What about these below ones? Those are still in the streets. So that's where you and I come, and other parents are, listen, the issue is that if people are flocking to any area, or children are going to an area, there should be something that is attracting them to go there.
Politicians have been challenged to be in the forefront of promoting peace. Chimwemwe, Member of Parliament Muila Mutale, said it was important that as politicians prepare for the August general elections, they should preach peace. Mr. Mutale has since wished for issue-based campaigns once they commence. The Chimwemwe lawmaker spoke to Radio Chingle News in Kitwe.
And we cannot afford to see our country go up in flames. So the kuli wonse abawale ipeka nyokola titu wala mulu bali mukusala either by women toma positions there kana era mpa political parties there kana no we have to make us independent so that they should be promoting peace, you know. Bafuyile bayisawufa amamanifesto abakwete efulingatsiza abantu nachakuba ati abantu balipeleshwe kuya kubasala leaders, leaders, ward councillors, mayor, members of parliament. So bafuyile bakwatubishobola ati kwika mutendo.
The unfair administration of the Public Order Act by the authorities, political violence, and unbalanced media coverage among the issues cited to be causing mistrust in the country's electoral process. Democratic governance and human rights advocate Sadega coordinator Gerard Ntelo says these and other acts which make electorates to doubt the electoral process need to be sorted out quickly as the country prepare for the elections. Mr. Ntelo said this when he featured on the electoral participation program on Radio Chengalo yesterday.
Those are not covered. It becomes unfair to them because they're not given an opportunity for them also to sell their ideas to the voters. The other part also that causes mistrust is lack of compliance to the electoral code of conduct by stakeholders. The electoral code of conduct is very clear that when you want to have a meeting, you must ensure that you actually follow the Public Order Act, and of course that even the police that administer the Public Order Act, they must ensure that all the candidates in the elections are given opportunity to campaign, not just one party or one individual or independent candidate, but the police must ensure that the administration of the Public Order Act is fairly done.
The poor state of Lumpuma Road in Lufwanyama has remained a major source of concern, and the locals, who are mostly peasant farmers, are complaining. According to the residents, mobility is now becoming more difficult because the road is said to have become worse due to the heavy rains. They said a mineral-rich district like Lufwanyama should have a good road network.
Ubutenga wali konfundisha tukatokera sana palichi pakwema ati nisira ifonye ndere Yesu yaanguka ulokusuma ngomba wenda wachunga inyendera wabuli koti pande mwakinwa kumaziwa 6 ukufika mukali rushi mwankana kuma 15 hours ikikukulengefu mwebantu bakwalesa omusebo yo awe ne wakumabala wamapo omusebo olukwisa kutawe ifiri nji kupera mu musana wesa wekashi ikalo kyampo endera me moshidi amamanyi emo yali pano itulegereshe kwenda kuno pano mpoma
Kani singa sente vya kushtisha mwakazi mulipilile kwa wana kuskulu kushara na kushtisha futi ni skula na mlewele kwa mwakarulushi.
Those are the residents of Lumpuma in Lufwanyama district. Community news comes to you in the community service of Radio Chengalo with compliments of Indo-Zambia Bank. and the National Institute of Public Administration, NIPA. In sports, the Football Association of Zambia on Monday conducted a CAF-C coaching course which attracted 30 participants. One of the participants is William Njovo, the Zanaco Football Club midfielder, who said the course has broadened his knowledge base on football. Njovo said he will remain open-minded in order to learn more.
Awesome. You are seeing that surely there is a lot to learn as a football coach. So for me, the course already has shown me that I really have a lot to learn. And I just have to remain open-minded.
William Njovo. Well, on that note, we end this morning's community news on Radio Chingolo Wednesday, day number 13 in the month of January 2021. For these and more stories, feel free to visit our Facebook page, log on to Facebook and like the Radio Chingolo page and link to radiochingolo.radio12345.com. Remember, Radio Chingolo is also active on Radio Garden in case you're outside Copperbelt or outside Zambia, meaning around the world. You can listen to us, of course, follow everything that goes on Radio Chingolo, the light of the Copperbelt. On behalf of the entire news team, my name is Kennedy Mbewe Jr. Remember, COVID-19 is real. Wear a mask in public, avoid large groups and maintain social distance, avoid unnecessary movements, wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds. But remember, whenever you're in public, mask up.